Alright, I'm out here in the wilderness, and today I'm going to be installing some mechanical bolts. So this here is a 1/2 inch DeWalt power stud. It has the G marking, which means that it's 4.5 inches long. I've also got a 1/2 inch power bolt, which is the sleeve bolt, another 1/2 inch sleeve bolt, and another 1/2 inch wedge bolt power stud, and then one more 1/2 inch wedge bolt at the top. So I'm going to be torquing all of these with this torque wrench, and they all have an installation torque of 30 foot-pounds. So for the DeWalt power studs, it says soft, like a low density concrete should be 30 foot-pounds, or high density should be 60 foot-pounds. So since this is soft limestone, I'm just going to do 30 foot-pounds. The sleeve bolts don't distinguish that, they just say 30 foot-pounds, and the 3/8 wedge bolt I have at the top says 30 foot-pounds. So I just went ahead and set this torque wrench to 30. Let me bring myself in a little closer to the wall here. Okay. That was it. That was a click indicating that I reached to 30 foot-pounds. So I'm done on that one. And just for good measure, actually, because what I'm testing is whether or not these bolts will loosen up after some time. So I'm just going to revalidate that this is at 30. All right, it moved a little bit more and clicked again. So I'm going to call that 30 for that one. I'm going to move on to the next one. All right, there it clicked. So that's it, tightening to 30 foot-pounds, and I'm pretty sure if I just wait a couple of seconds and put the wrench back on, and it's still set to 30 foot-pounds. Let's see how much the wrench rotates while retightening. Alright, so just waiting a few seconds after initially torquing it to 30 foot-pounds, maybe like somewhere between a quarter rotation and half rotation. So now I'll wait and come back in a couple of weeks using the same torque wrench and see how much it's loosened. So I've also got that power stud there that I'm doing the same thing on, and another power bolt, and another power stud, and a 3/8 inch wedge bolt by Simpson Strong Tie. So good little sample size to test this experiment out. All right, I'll see you in a couple weeks. All right, now I'm back here in the wilderness, same spot as before, and it's been 12 days since I installed these bolts. So I've got a mix of 1/2 inch wedge bolts and 1/2 inch sleeve bolts. So same torque wrench as I installed them with before, set to 30 foot-pounds, sorry. So now I'm gonna see how much rotation I get when retorquing these. All right, didn't click yet. That was about a quarter turn. There it went. So about a little less than half a turn, between a quarter turn and a half turn. So that's it for the 1/2 inch sleeve bolt. I'm going to do these 1/2 inch wedge bolts. Okay, here's the 1/2 inch wedge bolt, as you can see. Torque wrench still set at 30. Here we go. So that was about a quarter turn for that one, a little less than a quarter turn. All right, now I'm on the last 1/2 inch sleeve bolt. Here's the wrench, set at 30 foot-pounds, and here we go. Alright, so that was at least a quarter turn there. Okay, here's the last 1/2 inch wedge bolt. So, get my wrench on it. Still set to 30 foot-pounds, and here we go. Alright, so that was about a quarter turn there. Alright, so that just goes to show, just because you install something with a torque wrench originally, doesn't mean that it's not going to lose some preload over time. There's a lot of factors that play into it, including the properties of the rock, the properties of the steel, and of course temperature. So I think it's always good practice when installing mechanical bolts, whether they're wedge bolts or sleeve bolts, to come back after some time and tighten them up again. And if you climb a lot on mechanical bolts that other people have installed, you know, it might be, depending on your community ethics and standards, it might be a good idea to carry a wrench that you can snug up a loose bolt, and that'll help all of these mechanical bolts from becoming spinners in the future. All right, thanks.